Hi, my name is Lisa O'Leary. I work as a researcher here at the Scottish Learning Disabilities Observatory. At the Scottish Learning Disabilities Observatory, we are focused on targeting health inequalities experienced by people with intellectual disabilities. Individuals with Down syndrome comprise a specific subset of the intellectual disability population. People with Down syndrome are thought to have a lower life expectancy compared to the general population. They are also thought to have a unique cause of death profile. A systematic review was undertaken to evaluate this evidence. This involved identifying and reviewing previous studies that have covered the topic of Down syndrome and mortality. All of these studies identified that people with Down syndrome die younger than people in the general population. These studies also revealed that the life expectancy of the Down syndrome population has increased in recent years and has increased at a faster rate over time compared to the general population. A few other trends were identified across these studies. For example, infant mortality was significantly higher in the Down syndrome population compared to the general population. Also, low birth weight, severe intellectual disability, presence of congenital heart defect, and Black and minority ethnicity was associated with lower life expectancy and higher mortality rates. Comorbidities related to feeding and mobility impairments were associated with lower life expectancy and higher mortality. Respiratory illness, congenital heart defects, and circulatory illness were the leading causes of death in most studies and were more common than in the general population. Leukemia was also listed as a common cause of death in the Down syndrome population. However, the information collected in some of these studies was limited to death certificates and administration data. Therefore, it is difficult to draw conclusions about the causes of death and life expectancy of people with Down syndrome. The Scottish Learning Disabilities Observatory will explore further methods of collecting this data so that more accurate comparisons can be made between the Down syndrome and general population. To keep up to date with this research area, please have a look at our website. Thank you very much for listening.